Hi everybody and welcome back to the Order of Narvosc. This is session 53, Grave Encounter. We hope you enjoy.
So we started the session getting shifted back to the camp we were at before we went down to Sydonea, under Sydonea to fight Quirin and so on. And it seems like a few days had passed at this point. After we'd gotten back, Ro left a note saying that he was headed back underground to try and figure things out himself, leaving his rifle behind, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Van stole it.
Van stole it, that's what it was. Then speaking of, Van and Ruby headed back to Limbo to get some medical help for Van. Later on, Velphie scries on Andir, and we see that he's underground with Beltoff. They're kind of talking through a hallway. Conversation happens, and it's eventually revealed that even after everything that people have done to try and keep Limbo hidden, the fact that Beltoff was in Limbo, this being that has control of him, was seeing everything, knows where Limbo is, so on. And then conversation progresses. Eventually, Andir is forced, I believe, to take that mind wipe capsule, so no longer remembers anything that he knew, so Velphie is included in that. I think a day passes or something, and then we go back, we shift over to the Feywild again to start that soul cleanse on Eve, which does work. She seems cured as far as what we could tell. We end up getting shifted back to the camp again, and then as we get back, Beatrice is in her final moments, ends up passing away in Friedrich's lap. But as she dies, bright yellow light appears, and basically she gets reborn into a new, younger self. That's pretty close to where we ended, I think.
Perfect, yeah. So you all were able to get that long rest, and you woke up to a message from C. Pear about how she needs updates. The rot is in the mountain range, and lights have been shooting up constantly from the southeast. So the last 24 hours have been a whirlwind for you all. Very big whirlwind. Go ahead and take that point of inspiration. You all saved a sister. You lost a lover's memories. And a companion has been reborn and transformed. You know that the rot that has been constantly progressing across Shadowfen is making its way closer and closer and closer to Esarora. If it's progressing faster, you are running out of time. You all know that the Limbo residents have moved to Esarora, and that seems to be the only safe place that Shadowfen has left. You all know it takes 2.5 days to get back to the Druidic Grove, and then another 2.5 days from Old Limbo to New Limbo. So you all have a 5-day journey ahead of you. Professor Friedrich, did you want to respond to C. Pear?
I do, but just to confirm, we have to get to Limbo through the Grove?
That is the only way you know how to get to Limbo.
Okay. Yes, I do want to respond to the sending. And I'll say, I think I counted this right. I'll say, Sydonea has fallen. Only pleasure stands. On our way to Esarora now. Light flashes more frequent.
You still have some words. Did you want to use them?
How many do I have?
9.
Like 5? 9, okay. I will say Beltov and Ondir in enemy hands. Allegiance unclear.
With Ascending Stone, she cannot respond currently. But you have passed on that information. Is there anything you all wish to do before you head out?
I don't know if the Sending Stone was audible to everyone, but if not, I'll share what Seapair said and the urgency in her voice when she said it. And I'll just suggest we should probably make haste.
And Quirin seconds that, so getting ready.
Yeah, I think Velphie will silently get ready as well.
And with that, you all are able to pack up your camp and start heading out. Professor Friedrich, it's a little different now. You have a sturdier mount. And you can definitely tell that there is a lot more strength in how she carries you now. It's not feeble. Doesn't feel like it's going to crack at the least inconvenience. You're able to keep pace with everyone now.
The re-energizing that Beatrice feels, I think, is evident on Friedrich's face as well, because it's sort of a symbiotic relationship. Now that she feels stronger, he does too, in a way, since they're so close. So he sits up a bit straighter in the saddle. He moves a bit quicker throughout camp, and as we move, he's a bit more proactive, keeping an eye out on things.
Is there anything you all wish to do on your day's travel?
Can we write in a spell book and learn a spell while traveling, or is that too involved?
I will say yes, because Beatrice is well trained. It will take you slightly longer because it's a little harder to write on a mount than it is at a desk. So it will take, we're going to say 25% longer as long as you are on horseback or goatback.
Okay. I had 7 hours remaining on Magnificent Mansion, so I guess that would be 9 hours.
It would take 9 hours.
That's what I'll be doing.
Anything for Velphie or Quirin?
Oh, I don't believe so. So I think Kieran's all set.
No, I think Velphie's also just kind of mindlessly following, probably twitch or fiddling with her ring a bit, but other than that.
Okay. And as the day progresses, Velphie, will you roll me a d20?
14.
Okay. You all are able to head from pretty much Sydonea halfway to the Druid Grove. It's getting colder as you all continue on this path. You have a chill in the air as it is getting closer to the winter months. It doesn't snow very often, but with it getting colder every year, may be likely that you get snow soon, who knows. But today passes uneventfully as you all continue. You don't run into any monsters, you don't run into any shifts. The trees around here still look bland. Not much life to them. The leaves have definitely already fallen off, and it looks like those branches slowly reach for you. But nothing happens on today's travel. Is there anything you wish to do, or are you ready to go on to your next day?
Would that mean I finished that spell?
Yes.
I have another one.
Okay, how long does this one take?
So the other one is 14 hours as well. I do have the gold for it. I wasn't sure I did. I actually do have the gold, which I can go ahead and pay. And then I guess it would take maybe overnight and then the next 9 hours, kind of like the last one.
Yeah, because the last one was 14 hours as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I did 7 and then 7.
You got it.
Ended up being 9.
And then I'm working on ascending. I just want to be sure. So come back to me in a second. I'm just being sure I'm going to go over the 25 words.
You got it. And what about Velphie?
I don't really think she's wanting to do too much. She'd probably just kind of go with things.
Sometime while we're traveling, Quirin would go up to Velphie and ask if he could take her up on the offer of ascending to Eve.
Yeah, sure, whatever you need.
I don't know if she remembers you. Maybe just introduce who you are and say, hope you feel well. Please feel free to stay in the place you woke. That is home now. Barnabas can catch you up on everything that's new for us.
Okay.
I also have it written down. If you
Okay. Okay, so how many words do I have then?
You always have 25.
Well, yeah, I meant like after his words.
0. I was thinking you might have like 3 for like this is Velphie or something.
Right. That's
But nope.
That's what I was asking, because I was like, okay, I need to fit in my name in there somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't have the whole thing written down, so I was like, oh, this looks close enough.
Okay, wait, what was the message again?
Hope you feel well. Please feel free to stay in the place you woke. That is home now. Barnabas can catch you up on new things. Had to cut a few words, but that's 25.
Okay. I think I can shorten it. Okay. So what am I gonna say? Okay. Friend of Quirin's. Hope you're well. You can stay there. It's home now. Barnabas can fill you in on everything. Love, Quirin.
Okay, roll me a D100 to see if that sending gets there.
$15.
Okay. Shortly after you send that message, you get a response. Good to know. We'll ask Barnabas. This place is very nice. Food is good too, but you've only been gone an hour. He's not back yet.
he as in Barnabas or
Barnabas.
okay. She will relay that to Quirin.
Velphie, how many messages are you willing to send?
See, we're at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, y'all are getting ready to make camp. It's the end of the day.
As many as you need. Ish. Up until I can't.
That might not be as many as I need. I'm kidding. Send back. I'm trying to count in my head, and that's never good. It's a lot different than what we know. But I'm certain it'll be better. Barnabas will be back shortly, I'm sure. Or tomorrow. I don't know a schedule.
Okay. That, except don't know schedule at the end. So that way it's 25.
Is there anything you need me to do here? It is very different, but it is pleasant. I haven't left the room yet. Too scared.
Relayed.
Sorry, what was the first part of her message again?
Is there anything you need her to do from there?
That's right. Nothing comes to mind. Just continue recovery. Some people there might not like. Oh, I don't have enough. Shit, I might have to amend that. Scratch the some people, the everything after that. Unless we can send one right after another. Is that okay to do? Some people might not like this is our new home. Fuck them.
So 2 sendings back to back. Roll me 2 D100s. I also forgot to ask for the last one, but that's okay. So roll 2 D100s to see if they go through.
First one is 48.
Okay.
And second one is 19.
Okay.
If I may, just real quick, add something to that second one. Just stick with Barnabas. Just adding that on, like tagged onto that second one.
We'll stick with Barnabas. will recover. Nice place to recover. Not the first time people haven't liked us being somewhere. Nervous, but think I can handle it? Let me know if I can help. Thanks, Quirin's friend. You're nice to talk to, too. Tell my brother I love him. And it comes in 2 different messages.
Okay. And she says it all to Quirin?
And just nods and then just taps Velphie on the shoulder. Thank you.
Of course.
And continues on with the night or traveling, wherever we are.
Okay. You all are able to get another long rest as you all continue your trek, day 2, towards the Druidic Grove. With that, Professor Friedrich, if you will, roll me a d20.
You got it, boss. Here we go. No! It's a natural 1.
Ooh, okay. With a natural 1. Quirin, roll me a d6.
A 5?
Okay. So as you all are traveling today, making your way towards the Druid Grove, you can tell that there's just a slight bit more life as you make your way there, but not a whole lot, as a lot of the magic that was keeping things alive, keeping things natural, isn't here anymore. It died at Limbo at the bottom of the tree. There's even more of a chill today, and it's constantly getting colder. For those of you who were raised here, who have never been outside of Shadowfen's walls or realm, it's a lot colder than normal. The foliage under your feet is crunchy. Every step your mounts take crunches. You're not quiet. The colors are even more lackluster here than they normally are. You all know what vibrant colors are now, having been to the Feywild and then coming here. It's so much duller here. And it seems like it gets duller and duller and duller as you continue. And as hours pass, the grass, which is, again, not very colorful to start with, seems like it starts to blacken. The sun seems to disappear and everything gets darker. Even though you all know it's like midday. Your breath becomes visible in front of you. As you take exhales, you can see it puff like smoke. And you all feel a chill run deep in your bones, like that type of cold that you can't quite get warm from, no matter how hard you try. As you continue, roll me a perception check, please.
Darn. 8.
17.
21.
With a 17 and a 21, you all have experienced shifts, almost like you film dissolve from one place to another. This isn't like that. This isn't like that at all. You did not see yourselves shift. Yet, where you are is not your plane of existence. Roll me Arcana. I think you need to get new dice, Professor Friedrich.
I've used 3 different dice. 2 of them rolled. This is a natural 1. Plus 10, 11.
I've rolled single digits as well. Thankfully, I have reliable talent, so 24, but still.
Mine was on 18, then it moved to 2, so a 6.
Okay, with a 6, nothing comes to you at the moment about why this is different. You just know it's different, and that's not a good thing. With a natural 1, but still getting an 11, I think Professor Friedrich is arcanely aware enough. You don't know what's happening, but the magic here is foul. The magic here, you taste bitter. Extremely bitter. And you're able to take in that something's different about where you just kind of walked into as you had your head in a book writing down a spell. The magic here, wherever this is, feels like it wants to eat you whole. Quirin with a 24. You specifically know that you didn't shift here, you didn't dissolve here. Whatever magic is being used that is pulling the realms closer and closer together, the veil is thinning. You don't have to shift anymore, you walked right into it. The veil is very thin between these colliding planes. You all, though, hear whispers in the dark. Can't make them out what they're saying. But is this what Ruby hears? All the time. As those whispers continue. And you all see little blue orbs floating on this blackened landscape. Look like little wisps. Ruby has talked about having a little blue orb. But y'all have never been able to see it. In this blackened landscape, you specifically see graves in rows of 4, stone tombstones, all of them raising from the grounds in different heights, some of them majestically carved. Y'all are on someone's burial ground. A soft purple light shines in the darkness. And you all see an amalgamation, no, two amalgamations of faces that look like they're screaming, and hands and discombobulated, bent forms. As this being holds a lantern and it floats. And as you take another step forward on your mounts, those lanterns slowly move as you hear the groaning and moaning of this creature, two of them, as they point their lantern at you. And then they tilt all of their heads as they look at you, and their mouths drop just a little bit. Professor Friedrich, at this time, something bright starts to illuminate underneath you.
Just putting two and two together of how off this feels arcanely, and then seeing they have this illumination source. Now there's one under me. Can I try to move out from over it?
It's a different color. Beatrice is glowing this yellow.
Okay.
And then it spreads to Baymont's and Straya, as the mounts are covered in this sunshine yellow. It's like a barrier. You hear that groaning of these beings as they start to move closer to you, and I need you all to roll initiative.
It's terrible.
Y'all are rolling bad. Oh,
Nice.
buddy.
I have advantage, and I rolled a 6 and a 7.
6, 7.
Okay.
Shut up. Oh.
Well, I got a 1.
Oh no. Okay. Cut that out. Director,
Yeah,
cut. Roll it back. Take 2.
My total is 11.
Reset the scene.
What was everybody's initiative one more time?
11.
8.
45, please. It was 6.
Ew.
45. The fight's
Oh,
already
okay.
done.
Hey. Power of the Archfey, baby.
With that, as you all are currently on your mounts and these beings slowly start to make their way towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Like they're curious. Tilt their head. They point their lanterns at you. Hear a wah as they moan and groan, and these mouths just stay open. With that, Velphie, you're up.
So they both just went. That was their turn.
Velphie, you're up.
I think I wanna start with casting message to blue or actually red, since red's like right in front of her.
Okay.
God, what do I even want to ask? I want to ask, like, are you lost? Do you need help? Can we help you? I'm assuming that means no response.
They're just looking at you.
Okay. So she'll turn to Quirin and Professor. I tried to send a message. I don't know if they understand. They don't seem hostile right now. Maybe we could just sneak by.
GM, are they holding anything but those lanterns?
They have those lanterns, and as you ask that question, Velphie, was there anything else you wish to do on your turn? As you have used an action to cast message.
I think she's just gonna wait there, just to see what they're gonna do.
If you will, please roll me a d6.
A 3.
With a 3. And if you will, go ahead and roll me another d6.
4.
Okay. Professor Friedrich, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh no. An 8. What am I even doing here?
Okay. With that is a failure.
I kind of figured.
That sounded like a lot of dice.
It sure did.
Surely they were D4s, right?
You take
D2s.
4, 8, 12, 16, 22, 26, 31, 35, 40, 43 points of radiant damage, and you are blinded.
43.
Yes.
Heard. And I'm blinded, okay.
Yes. That was Blue's turn. With that, Professor Friedrich, roll me a d6.
4.
Okay, roll me another d6.
3.
Professor Friedrich, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 14.
Okay. With a 14, that is a failure.
Okay.
All ones. Double F.
Please, double F. I'm getting double F'd.
6, 12, 18, 22, 26, 31, 34,
Those are really high rolls, actually.
35,
Yeah.
36, 37, 38, 39, 43 points.
43 twice in a row, then.
Yes.
Is there like a visual to this? Do we see this is happening? I have a reaction I could use, but
Yes, you all would see this. So what they do is they hold out this lantern, tilt their head, and fire from their lanterns. You see this purple light that makes its way to Professor Friedrich. The number 4, the blast that the last one just did, though, is necrotic damage. 43 necrotic damage. The other one was radiant.
That changes things. Hang on.
Could I counterspell?
It's not a spell.
Dang it.
But yes, Quirin, you can see it as they both point their lanterns at Professor Friedrich.
I think it's only fair to then do it on the second one. Because he saw the first one, I think it probably caught him a little off guard. So on the second one, reduce the damage by 7. Because as that force field goes around you, as it did in the past. But I mean, above table, I'm thinking of the necrotic stuff. I forget what your thing does, but I don't know if that actually helps. So we'll see.
So 36 points.
So 36. So I'm going to use my Necrocrat's Robe's ability. And as that second one hits me, I'm going to absorb half the damage done. So, but technically I'm resistant. So 36, the damage done is actually 18. So I absorb 9 of that. And heal for 9.
And heal for 9. You got it. And with that, you all will see red disappears. And with that, it is now Friedrich's turn. What would you like to do?
Go home. First, I'd like to, if it's a free action to yell out, I would like to say, they're definitely hostile.
Yeah, I gathered.
And did we lose sight of Red? Did you say it disappeared?
Red looks like he fades.
So no visual sight whatsoever?
No visual sight whatsoever.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. I had a plan, but everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Now I got to think of a different one. I think what I want to do is, let's do this. I'm going to cast at 4th level, Summon Undead. And I think it's been a long time since I did this, but what that spell does is it calls forth an undead spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space. It's somewhere within 90 feet, so I'm actually going to have it go right there where I pinged last. So it will appear there. It's going to be ghostly looking. I'm going to have it, in a way, look as close as I can manifest it to what these things look like, since they are a bit ghostly. I don't know if I can mimic the details entirely, but something close to that similar nature. And it essentially is an ally. I have the stat block here. I can send it to you as well. It says your GM has it, but I have it too.
Okay.
And it shares my initiative and has its own turn, follows my commands that don't require an action by me to issue.
Okay. With that, Professor Friedrich, is that where you want your spirit at?
Can I move it? I wanted to actually place it somewhere else because I realized it gets to go right after me.
Yes, so you can place it wherever you want to put it on the map. That is within, you got control over it. And then, since it has its turn right after you, you can go ahead and do whatever you would like with this spirit that looks similar to this being.
Yeah, so I have a bonus action, but I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. I can't do a whole lot with it. I will go ahead and move a little bit. Now, these things we're looking at, these are gravestones. How tall are they?
They range.
Okay.
They range between 2 feet all the way up to 5-6 feet. So they are different heights.
Okay, I'm going to, I guess, fan out a little bit here.
Okay.
I'll move up here.
Okay. You're able to scurry up there. Is there anything you wish for your spirit to do?
Yeah, so on the spirit's turn, I cast at level 4. So it gets a number of attacks equal to half of its level. So it gets 2 attacks per turn. Oh, I use my spell attack modifier to hit. So plus 12 to hit. Nice. Okay. So it's going to take a swipe with its sort of ghostly paw at this thing that it has manifested behind. And to hit, that is... 19 plus 12, 32.
Perfect. Yeah, that hits.
And it does 1d8 plus 3, plus the spell's level necrotic damage. It's doing necrotic damage. I did 4, so it's 1d8 plus 7 is the damage.
Okay.
I rolled an 8, so 15 necrotic damage to it.
Alrighty, 15 on that first attack. And how does this thing look as it attacks this creature next to these gravestones?
So it's this ghostly form, and it's almost like that weird filter you see on certain videos where it looks like there's like this trail of motion behind everything that moves. So as it swipes, it's almost like this phantom of its own paw, like stretched out and thinned out as it swipes into this thing.
And you still have another attack, don't you?
Yeah, so each one, though, the creature has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw against my saves. It's a 20 DC.
Ooh, your DC went up. For wisdom, you said?
Wisdom, yes.
That is a 19.
It is frightened of the undead until the end of its next turn, the target's next turn.
End of its next turn. You got it. Okay. Frightened of spirit. You got it.
And then I'm going to swing again. Same thing.
Alrighty.
Hey, natural 20 plus
Natural
12 for
20.
32. So it's a 1d8 plus 7. So it's an automatic 8 plus a 1d8 plus 7. Rolled a 5 on the die, so 12 plus 8, 20 points of necrotic.
20 points of necrotic. You hit it hard. As you hear moaning and groaning from all of these open mouths, and you see some tears, and it's purplish, stretched to tight skin. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Technically, it's supposed to make on the wisdom save, but it's already frightened, so I don't know if we have to do that.
It is already frightened. You got it. With that, go ahead. It cannot move closer to your spirit, but it can move away and it can target other people. Quirin, roll me a d6.
I got a 6.
Roll me another d6.
2.
Velphie, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. 13.
13. Alrighty, that is a failure. And with that, you take 30 points of cold damage. And as you see this blast, it turns into this light blue, and you can see the frost, and your breath comes out as puffs of smoke, even more so than it was, as it is very cold. All of a sudden, you take 30 points of cold damage, and you start to become partially encased in ice. On top of Straya.
What does that mean movement-wise?
Movement-wise, you are immobilized.
Okay, so I have to stay on her then.
Yes. As you start to freeze to her. And with that, Quirin, you're up.
Okay, one of them went invisible, so we can't see that one. So we will hop off Baymont here and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is this... I know you said the gravestones were kind of like varying height. Like, do I have to jump up on something here? I don't know if there's a role for that, or if we can just say he moved there.
Yeah, we could say he moved there. It's more so the actual like coffin looking things.
Okay.
Yeah, those don't get any higher than like 3 feet off the ground. It's more so that tombstone at the end of it that goes all those different heights. So yeah, you are able to move there.
Cool. You said the thing counts as an ally? And
It does, yeah. To my allies, it's an ally to all of us.
so that works for flanking?
It does.
Sweet. We're gonna take out our sword and swing at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Bitch nuts. We... 15? I got a 1 and a 2?
A 15 does not hit.
That sucks. We're gonna try again.
Alrighty.
27.
Now
to hit.
that
There we go.
does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And I just want to be sure, because I think if I miss the first attack, as long as there is an attack that hits with advantage, sneak attack still counts? Or since I whiffed the first one, I can't get that anymore?
Yeah, sneak attack you can use at any time. You can only use it once per round, though, until it's your turn again.
Yeah, I just want to be sure whiffing the first one didn't change that. So I wasn't sure.
Nah, that never changes it. Plus, you have an ally within 5 feet.
That's true. That's true.
Roll your damage.
Two, 5, 7, 12, 14. Oh, I was missing a d6. Oh, that was bad. 16 plus 10. So then 26 total.
Alrighty. You do 26 damage total to this creature. What does it look like as you're hitting it?
I think after he swings through and misses on that first one, I think he just slows down and just kind of collects himself for a second and does just kind of like a controlled just uppercut following through after his first miss. So just cutting it straight across the torso.
And you cut through so many different faces as you do that. And it looks like they open their mouth to silently scream in pain. And with that, it is going to take its lantern with multiple of its arms are going to raise above its head. And it is going to try and slam down on you. And that is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, I suppose so.
That is going to be 25 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then 12 points necrotic.
We're going to uncanny dodge.
Perfect. You're uncanny dodging. So that is 25 plus 12 is 37. So uncanny dodge that. That would be math.
18.
Yeah, you take 18 points of damage as you uncanny dodge it. And then as it slams its hands on you, this thing's got weight. It feels extremely heavy. And then this purplish light just spreads down off of you and mists out. And with that, Velphie, you're up.
So she has to stay on Straya. We are going to... We're going to cast Circle of Power, which should encompass both Quirin and the professor. And what this does from me, in a 30 feet from me, each friendly creature in the area has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Additionally, when an affected creature succeeds on a saving throw made against a spell or magical effect that allows it to make a saving throw to take only half damage, it instead takes no damage if it succeeds the saving throw.
Okay. That's awesome. And what does this look like? Is this the first time you've ever cast Circle of Power?
I think from kind of like a pulse, I'd say, like a pulse of light in a ring kind of emanates from her, and once it reaches like that 30-foot limit, it just kind of dissipates. Like, this is how far it is, type thing.
Cool. So it is visible as to where that 30 feet is. I like that. And is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I guess... hold on. Can I... No, I think we'll save it. And I can't move, right? Because like I would need to like move my hands to direct Straya at least. And I can't do that, right?
You could kick Straya, so Straya could, like, you could kind of squeeze her, I guess, like to get her to move. But yeah, for the most part, you can't really go anywhere. Straya can, but you can't.
So I don't. What are the odds that I could like just move up, like go right here, just to kind of wait, hold on before I do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, maybe like. You know what? No, we're just going to stay here because we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot.
We're not going to move. Alrighty. And with that. Okay. Professor Friedrich, roll me a d6. Roll me 2 d6s. And then tell me whichever one. Give me both dice face. There we go.
Okay. A 1 and a 6.
Quirin. Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
I was so excited. I was like, oh, what's going to happen? But now it's happening to me.
Now I'm excited.
Does this get the Circle of Power boost?
Yeah?
Yeah, it says magical hold on, spells. Hold on, I gotta find it real quick.
This is a magical ability. This is a magical ability, yes.
So it's
not a spell.
Against spells and other magical effects.
This is a magical effect.
So it counts.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank God, because my first one was a 3, the second one was a d20. Or a d20, a natural 20.
Okay, you got a natural 20. With a natural 20, you do take half. 25. So half of 25. But if they succeed, they don't take any, right?
Yeah, if they succeed on a saving throw made against a spell or magical effect that allows it to take only half, they take no damage if they succeed on the saving throw.
None. As you see this like purplish like magic try to make its way to you and tries to go through your head, but it can't penetrate. And with that, Friedrich, you're up.
Okay. Looking around, we still only see blue right there.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Did it look like when my spirit hit it for necrotic damage, did it look like it hit, like it connected as I would expect?
It did.
Okay. That being the case, I'm just gonna reach out from where I am currently, because I'm within range. And we're going to cast Blight at 4th level on this creature directly on it.
Okay.
It's a con save of 20.
29.
So it takes half damage of 8d8s. Total being... really low rolls. Half of 19 is going to be, what? 9?
9.
9 necrotic.
As you cast light on it, and it takes it in full, and you can see slight shriveling, but otherwise it just tilts its head and opens its mouth again. Is there anything else we should do on your turn?
On my turn, yes, actually. I'm going to continue moving a little bit more.
Okay.
Six. And then I'm actually going to bonus action Misty Step
Okay.
back here.
Okay, you do leave the 30 feet of Velphie's power circle as you Misty Step. And as you Misty Step, this being is going to glide and float straight up. And the way that it does this, it does not allow for opportunity attacks, as it will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Float. You see it weave, and then it can't move closer. Never mind. It is still frightened until the end of that thing's turn, isn't it?
Until the end of its turn.
Until the end of the creature's turn?
The creature's next turn. Like its own turn, yeah.
That is already passed as it flies to you.
I have a question, though.
Yes.
The ghostly spirit I summoned has flying.
So how this is written, it moves up to its speed without provoking opportunity attack action.
Damn. Okay. I specifically got there so it couldn't come at me, but oh well. Is this like a reaction, or is this its turn? Because I haven't taken my spirit's turn yet.
Correct. I know.
Okay.
It's your spirit's turn.
Well, is it still up in the air, or is it down in range now?
It has like floated around your spirit and around Quirin's blade as it makes its way and floats to you with all of these arms, but it is on within 5 feet of you, so it floats above the ground.
Okay. So it's within range of my spirit behind it, which is just going to swing at it some more. To hit is only a 14 on the first one.
That misses.
Second attack. 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay, 1d8 plus 7. It's a 4 on the die. 11 points of necrotic.
You said 11?
Yep, and then that wisdom save of 20 again it needs to make.
It fails.
It's scared again, but only of the spirit, which is behind it.
Okay. And with that, as it is in front of you and you tried... Yes?
The spirit has movement.
Okay, I apologize. Where would you like to go?
No, it's okay. I just want to move it right here.
Okay.
Come to me, my spirit.
You will lose flanking.
That's okay. I don't have melee attacks.
Alrighty. With that, this thing will take its arms above its head with its lanterns, and it will try to smack down on you. And that is going to be... I do not believe that that is going to hit. And with that, it is Quirin's turn.
So with the other guy still not joining the party at the moment, we'll move up 5, 10, 15, 20 right there to flank it yet again. And we will come back and start swinging once again.
Alrighty.
Let's see. 23 on the first one.
That hits.
And the second one is 25.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Unless you need a damage breakdown, if I can just give you like this the total for both attacks.
I am
Is that okay?
cool with a just total.
Sweet. 49 for both attacks combined.
49, you got it.
And then why not? I will use our second wind as well to get a little bit of HP back.
Okay, perfect. And as you do that, you get some HP back after you do a lot of damage to it. Professor Friedrich, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Would you believe it's a nat 1 for a 3?
With that, you take 39 points of necrotic damage as this thing shoots what is called contaminating blast at you. As it looks sickly, this beam that comes from its lantern.
I would like to use another charge of the robes.
Okay.
Said it was 39.
39.
39 cut in half would be 19. Cut that further in half is 9. As you see, it sort of, there's an initial hit, but then it sort of absorbs into Friedrich's clothing.
And with that, Velphie, you're up.
Okay, since everyone left the circle, I think we're gonna have to use our action and bonus action to move. Or action to move. We're gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20. 45, 50, 55, 60.
Roll me an animal handling check.
3. Okay.
Your DC is a 15. Otherwise, we roll a d4 to see what direction you go in.
Okay. Animal handling. Nine.
With a 9 for animal handling. Straya is not a battle horse. And as you start trying to get her to move, Straya bleps really hard. Roll me a d4, please, to see what direction she runs in.
2.
2. So north was 1. 2 was east. Whatever you were planning, Straya runs that way.
God. So that puts me off the map, I think.
You can only, Straya can only go as far as the map. There is a wall around this area.
Ah, okay, because I was going to go this way. So then that would just put me back here.
You got it.
Okay. Well.
As you run away, what do you want? Or Straya runs away and the tongue is just coming out, like sticking it out, and just like it's just flailing there as she starts running and then hits the wall as she can't go any further and she skids to a stop. But you are still on that horse's back as you cannot go anywhere. And with that, is there any action you wish to take?
Oh yeah, because I can do my action still then, since I didn't use my full movement. Right?
Movement never has anything to do with action.
Okay, well, because like originally I was going to use my action to like double my.
Oh, you were going to
speed.
dash. Yeah, so you still have an
sorry,
action.
that's the word. Yeah,
she
okay,
can't.
cool.
She wasn't able to dash. So
Darn it. Okay. Well, in that case, what I think I will do is, once I find it, where did it go? There it is. Let me read this real quick. Within range. Ooh, dang it. Okay, I think we'll wait on that then. We're gonna help where we can. And no, that's out of range too. How far is this? Oh, does that hit the
yes,
thing?
that would hit.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna attack then, since I can't reach the professor. I'm gonna do Starry Wisp.
Okay.
Which is a roll to hit. $27.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Oh, okay. 20 points of damage, of radiant damage.
You got it as you do 20 points of radiant damage.
Out of curiosity, does that hit like it normally would?
That hits just like normal.
Okay. Cool. And that is my turn. As I just try to calm Straya down.
And you can hear that panicked braying. And with that, you all see somebody pop back up. The blue one, the one in front of Professor Friedrich and Quirin, you all see its purple light starts to glow even brighter. If you start your turn within 5 feet of it, you automatically take 10 points of radiant damage at the beginning of your turn. And then, Quirin, make me a dexterity saving throw, please. Y'all are not within 30 feet of Velphie at the moment.
Does this happen to be a spell, or this is just a magical effect?
This is a magical effect.
Oh. Okay. 22.
22 passes, so instead of 42, you take 21 fire damage. As you see fire, its lantern changes color and it shoots a fire beam at you. Red just shot that. And with that, Friedrich, you're up.
Okay, does that mean I take 10 radiant right now?
You take 10 radiant at the beginning of your turn.
Okay, heard. I will. Okay, it's Friedrich. I take that damage, and then I actually reach back at it. Does it have like a throat?
It has a lot of throats.
I'm going to try to grab like 2 of them separately as I cast Shocking Grasp on it.
Okay. Roll ahead as you try to grow or grab its throat.
It's only a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, that's my action. I would like to move away from it, though.
Okay.
And it is frightened, right? Of my dude?
It is.
I'd like to move if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back here.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't care to take an opportunity of attack.
Nope.
Okay. Or the shot. That's Friedrich's turn. It's now on to the ghoul who's just going to rinse and repeat his.
It's the ghoul's turn. With that, it is blue is going to go first. And Velphie, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh my god, can you imagine? Even with advantage, I got an 8 for both.
Okay, you take with...
Oh, 9 with a +1.
9?
If that helps.
You take 31 points of necrotic damage as you see this sickly green lantern shoot at you from where you are. And with that, the other one gets to go. And with that, Quirin, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
Another 22.
Another 22. You only take half. And that is going to be... instead of 31, you take 15 points of fire damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mention it at the first time I made the dex save because I was double checking.
Mm-hmm.
I do have evasion, which doesn't cost a reaction, so for both of those, no damage. We jump out of the way.
You got it. You're able to jump out of the way, and with that, it is now the spirit's turn. It automatically takes 10 radiant as it is within 10 feet.
And it only has, I think, 30 hit points. Yeah, so it's down to 20. It's going to swing at blue twice.
Go ahead and roll to hit for both.
Yep, first to hit is... oh, not bad. 28.
A 28 hits.
Only a 1 on the die, so 4 points of necrotic.
4 points of necrotic. You got it.
Okay, so it would need to go ahead and make the wisdom save against 20 again.
Alrighty, that is a natural 20.
Okay, it ain't scared, but I'm going to hit it again.
Hit it again.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits. Roll your damage.
7 on the die, 10 points of necrotic.
10 points of necrotic, and it fails that saving throw.
I'm sorry, it should be 14. It should be 7 plus 3 plus the spell level, 4.
Okay. You got it.
And it's frightened.
And it's frightened again. With that, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'll move the spirit, actually, who's got 40 flying. I'm just going to move it just slightly out of range right here, 10 feet back.
Okay. And with that, Velphie, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh my god. Double 16s for a 17.
Okay, a 17 just fails. That is going to be 33 points, and you are blinded. With that, Professor Friedrich, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. An 8.
An 8. You will take 44 radiant damage, and you are blinded as well as you see both of their lanterns start to glow this yellow, and they out of the side at both Velphie and Professor Friedrich. You both cannot see. With that, it is now Quirin's turn.
If we try to take a little look-see, how are Friedrich and Velphie doing?
Velphie looks like she is in a lot of pain.
Friedrich is hassling for breath right now, and it's not just the age.
Copy that. Oh. Damn. Okay. Alright, just for the moment, I think we'll stay where we are. We will use our bonus action for steady aim for advantage on our first attack since our ally ghost guy has moved away.
Okay. And since it is the beginning of your turn, you do take 10 radiant.
That is A-okay. And there we go. Yeah. We got a 4 and a natural 20 on the advantage. So it was sweet.
Nice.
Okay. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 8, 38, 48 before rolling.
48 before rolling.
Oh, but that was a bad roll then. 6, 9, 11, 15, 48 plus 15, 50, 63.
Okay. Did you roll your sneak attack as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a bad roll on top of everything else.
Oh, I understand. Okay. So 63 points. Alrighty.
And if he's still up, we're going one more time.
He is still up.
This has a straight roll, though, because a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 hits. Roll your damage.
Oh, man. A 1 on the die for 11 damage.
Alrighty. It is still standing or floating in its case. With that, is there anything else you wish to do?
I would thought about... Because that takes bonus action. No, we'll call it quits there for this one.
Okay, with that, Quirin, make a strength saving throw, please.
I'm not great at those. 10.
With 10, you take 33 points of force damage, and you are pushed 20 feet away, and you are prone.
Oh, that's really mean. Just like straight back.
Straight back, and Blue casts that one. As that lantern goes off.
Cast. Does that one happen to be a spell?
That is not a spell, sorry.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there, I think. 20.
Perfect. You are prone, and then you see the other one take a blast at you as well, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. At least on that first one, we'll use Uncanny Dodge on that one. So you said it was 33, right?
33, yep.
So then 16. Yeah. Okay, and you said con save?
Con save.
14.
As you see that radiant blast go off again, you take 34 radiant, and you cannot see until the end of your next turn.
34. Okay.
And with that, you see this red one. You see the faces look around, and it disappears again. With that, it is now Velphie's turn.
Okay, so I'm blinded still.
Yes, you cannot see.
Okay. In that case, I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. And... so I get 18 back. And how long am I, like, frozen for?
For a while, unless you figure out a way to break it.
No. Okay. Then I think that's gonna be it.
Okay. You healed yourself a little bit, and that's going to be it. Alrighty. With that, Velphie.
Oh,
Make...
I forgot to, since I took damage, my ring thing.
Yes.
I forgot to roll for that.
Okay.
To see if it's still up.
You need to make a concentration check. Perfect. Do you remember how much damage you took? Was it
The last
33?
one was 31.
31? Okay, you need to make a 15 con save.
7.
Alrighty, Ring of Power drops. Or Circle of Power, not Ring of Power. And I also need you to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Dex. Okay. I can do Dex. Okay. That is a 26.
Okay, with a 26. You pass, you take half. Okay, you take 11 points as this fire beam makes its way to you. And because it's fire, it melts your saddle. So you are not stuck to it anymore. And also you are resistant to fire, meaning you take 5.
Yes.
And with that, Friedrich, you're up.
Okay. Blue's still around. As the spirit sort of floating between us, I'm going to shoot out my left arm, the one not holding the spell book, as this inky tendril sort of takes the place of Friedrich's arm and goes to wrap around this thing as I cast Innervation on it at 5th level. It's a 20 dex save.
It fails.
It fails. It takes 4d8 necrotic. Hold a couple 8s in there. 23 points of necrotic damage.
23 points. You got it.
And it's a bit like Witch Bolt. The spell lasts a minute. As an action on my turn after that, I can essentially roll the 4d8 necrotic every turn, unless something else breaks it up.
Okay. Perfect. As this tentacle is linked to this lantern-like keeper being. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I do get half the damage dealt to it in health back, so I dealt 23, so I get 11 back.
You got it. And you're able to get 11 back. Is there any movement or bonus actions you wish to take?
None from Friedrich, no.
Okay. With that, this creature is going to send off this purple-like beam from its lantern. And Quirin, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Nine plus 13. 22?
Okay. 21, you pass. And with that, you only take half. And instead of 36, you take 18 points of psychic damage.
Okay, sounds good.
And with that, as that beam goes off, it's your spirit's turn, Professor Friedrich.
Spirit's going to move back up to this thing within melee range and start swiping.
All right, you got it.
24 on the first one.
That hits.
14 points of necrotic.
Okay.
31, 19 plus 12.
That hits. Roll your damage.
9 points of necrotic.
And for that wisdom save, first one meets it, beats it. Next one fails. It's still frightened.
Okay. And the spirit is got 30 feet left of flying. It's going to back up to where it was, so I don't start close to it, hopefully.
All righty. Perfect. And with that, Professor Friedrich, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Heard. You know what? I love intelligence saving throws. I'm just going to throw that out there for the future. If you're looking to get me a gift, those are my favorite.
Yeah.
5.
All righty. You are pushed 20 feet back. You are prone and you take 24 points of force damage.
So like straight back into the bushes.
Straight back into the bush. Yep. And with that, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hang on. 24 points of force.
Yep. Your DC is a 12.
Natural 1 for a 2. For a 3.
Concentration drops. And with that, Quirin, you're up.
Cool. So right now, if I recall correctly, we are blinded, correct?
Yes.
So we have disadvantage, and we're prone, which means have disadvantage anyway. So we're gonna take a risk here because standing up would use our movement. If we use our movement, we can't use steady aim. We're gonna stay prone, use steady aim to make it a straight roll to attack.
Okay.
And we're chucking some psychic blades on this one as our one ranged option. So
You got it.
26.
26 hits. Roll your damage.
It'll be 7. Wait, where'd you go? Yeah, 7 psychic.
7 psychic.
And then why not? We'll attack again. I know this one will be at disadvantage, but we're gonna try.
Okay.
Damn it! It's a natural 1.
Okay, with a natural 1. No one is technically next to you. How far can your daggers go?
They can go. Let me double check. Pretty sure 60 feet.
They can go 60 feet. With that, roll another 2. So at disadvantage, roll to hit again to see if you hit
At disadvantage.
that spirit. Yep, at disadvantage.
14.
It's got a 15 AC. 11
Okay.
plus the spell level.
So it just goes wide, that psychic blade. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
We can't use our movement. No. We don't have. No, that'll be it.
Okay. With that, Velphie, make a dexterity saving throw.
$24.
That passes, so you will take half. You take 18 fire damage as this blast goes off, but you are resistant. You take 9.
Okay.
And then it will move. It can't move closer to that spirit, so it's going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And with that, it is now Velphie's turn.
Ooh. Okay, so the ice has melted, right?
The ice is melted, yes.
And I'm no longer blinded.
You're no longer blinded.
Okay. I think what I want to do is... Oh, what is that range? 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, what I want to do is dimension door to right here
Okay.
as my action. And then, let me just double check. Perfect. I'm going to cast Healing Word. Actually, wait, hold on. We're going to do Mass Healing Word. So that should hit both Friedrich and Quirin.
Okay.
And that is going to be... each 11 points of health back. Action, bonus action, and I think that's it.
Alrighty. With that, again, this thing's going to raise its hands above its head with its lanterns, and it's going to try and smack down on Quirin since you are prone. And even at advantage, does an 18 hit? 18 would hit.
18 meets it, beats it.
Alrighty. Let's see. That is going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And then... So 16 points of bludgeoning and 6 necrotic for 22 in total.
Alright, we will uncanny dodge that if we can just kind of wiggle out of the way on the ground. Just a little bit.
You're able to roll out of the way for some of it. And with that, it is now Friedrich's go. You are prone, pushed into a bush.
So I'm going to stand up with half my movement and brush all these pine needles and twigs and stuff off of me and run forward the other half of my movement to 15 feet.
Okay.
And if my math is correct, not only my math, but the ruler tool, it is just within 60 feet. First, I'm going to bonus action Misty Step again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try this again, and the same tentacle is going to shoot out. And as I cast Innervation at 5th level on this thing.
Okay.
So it's a DC 20 dex save.
Natural 1.
Hey, it fails. So it gets hit with 4 d8 of necrotic. Only 17 necrotic damage. And I heal for 8.
Perfect, perfect. Anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No, that's action, bonus action. That's it for Friedrich.
Okay. Quirin, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, boy. Okay. Ooh. We got an 18, but I'm considering something.
You said you got an 18?
Yeah.
18 passes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Doesn't matter. Anyway, 18.
That is going to be 19 points. That has been halved to 19. And you're not blinded as that radiant light shoots off. And with that, it is your spirit's turn, Professor Friedrich.
Okay, quick point of correction from earlier. It has 30 HP plus 10 for each level above 3rd, so it had 40 to 10. It's at 30 instead of 20. Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries.
It does have 40 feet of fly speed, and I think that'll put me right within melee. Yeah, if I move right there, it's going to fly up to that thing.
Okay.
And it's going to do what it does best, which is literally the only thing it can do, and swing at this thing. First one's a 17 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, second one is worse.
Okay, so they both miss. And with that, is there anything else we should do?
It's got 5 left. I'm just going to back it out. It used 35 to get there. 5 makes it 40.
Okay. With that, it is going to... It's not scared of it anymore. Okay.
No, but didn't get hit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It gets over here with you. And with that, Quirin, you're up.
Ooh. We will move up 5, 10, 15, 20. It doesn't matter, like here for flanking or there. I don't know, is there...
Okay. Real quick, you were prone. Is your movement speed 40?
Oh, that's right, we were prone, weren't we? Shit. We will... Okay, well then we'll stand up to use 15, but then we will use our bonus action to face step that distance instead.
Okay.
You're right, sorry, I was forgetting about prone.
No, you're fine. I forget things all the time.
We also have a frightening effect. If it can make a DC 17 wisdom.
With wisdom that fails.
Is now scared of me.
And it's now scared of you instead. Got it. Okay.
And then, yeah, so as long as OK is right there for flanking, we will start swinging at it again.
You got it.
26 to hit on the first one. And then 28 on the second.
Both of those hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I guess we don't know how... we'll keep going. These D6s are not my ally today. 2... 9... Math, 20, 28, 38 total. Is dude still standing?
Dude is still standing, but you can tell it's starting to bleed from any openings, and there's open wounds now that you can see light coming through.
Okay. Action surge. Get this guy going. 25 to hit.
That hits.
We'll just do these separately just in case. 14 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll go again. 28 to hit again.
That hits.
For 13 damage on that one.
13 damage on that one. It is still standing, but it looks like it's having a hard time staying afloat at this time. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Bonus action, movement. That'll do it.
With that, Professor Friedrich, please make a dexterity saving throw.
$19?
19 beats it. You only take half. One of my dice is stuck in D&D Beyond.
Uh-oh.
There it goes. And it was just like, I'm not going to give you the number. You take, since you beat it, it was 34. Instead, you take 17 points of fire damage specifically.
Fire heard.
Take fire damage. And with that, it is now Velphie's turn. Professor Friedrich.
I have to make a con save. Is 17 the DC? I can never remember how those work.
That is. Yep. It's half of whatever damage you take. Or excuse me, you only took 17. So your DC is a 10.
Okay. Con save. Rats. That's a natural one.
With
Dropped it again.
that, it drops. Oh no. Velphie, it is your turn.
Okay. We are going to... Actively talking myself in and out of my plan. Okay, I think we're gonna recast Circle of Power.
Okay.
Let me mark that real quick. Where is it? Circle of Power. Okay. Circle of Power is off, and I believe that hits everybody. And then I'm going to cast Healing Word on Quirin. And that is going to be... Eight, 9, 10, 11 points
Okay.
of healing to Quirin. And I will stay where I'm at.
Perfect. With that, Velphie, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 18.
With an 18, you meet it. So instead of the 45, you take 22 points of radiant damage.
Okay, and then I need to make concentration check, right?
Yes. That is going to be, you took 22 points. You need to take, or do an 11 con save.
Dropped.
As it drops. And with that, Friedrich, you're up.
Okay, well, here's how this is going to work. I take 10 points. Right now, is that radiant thing still up?
It is. You take 10 points.
So this light hits Friedrich, and he falls out. Because I have 9 HP. But then he stands up. Because he's an orc boy. And things are looking really desperate right now. And this thing's floating right in front of me. And it's got multiple heads and eyes and all kind of stuff. The closest one to me, I'm just going to take my 2 fingers and try to poke it right in the eyes as I cast Finger of Death at 7th level.
Okay.
I know these things are good at con. It's a DC 20 con save.
22.
It passes, so it takes 78 plus 30 halved.
Okay.
Those D8 rolls are not bad, actually. Let's see. 20, 24 plus 7, 30. 38 plus 30 is 68 halved. It would take 34 points of necrotic.
How do you wish to do this?
I'd love for it to just sort of connect, and then as the fingers connect, it almost evaporates because it's necrotic, but it can't really shrivel if it's like a incorporeal form, so it almost like it just sort of evaporates like mist.
And as you pretty much rise from the dead, poke it in the eyes, you see it turn into this mist, and all those lanterns drop. The glow from each slowly dimming as it disappears. Is there anything you all wish to do?
Can I try to see if Red is around anywhere?
Roll a perception check.
19.
With a 19, that gravekeeper is not here. Maybe it had another grave to protect. Quirin.
I still think he's a little unsure. He has a potion of greater healing. Do you do it like if you use your action, you max it out? That's what we do, right?
Take the full bit if you use an action.
So we will do that on our action because I don't think we feel super confident that we are alone.
Velphie will stop you right there. Would you like to save your potion? Because I can heal you real quick.
Then please do. It's a finite resource.
Okay, yes. Yes, perfect. I want to keep that. Okay, so we're going to do... Let's see. What levels do I have? I'm going to walk over to Quirin and we'll do Cure Wounds at 4th level. So that is... What is that? 8. Okay. Well... $39 points. Oh, 39... 42 points. Healing. It was 88s.
My goodness. That's really nice.
Got you.
And Professor Friedrich, you had your hand up.
I was going to ask if, since I could taste that arcane difference in the air earlier, is it still here to the same strength that it was when we arrived?
Yes.
I'm just gonna... I'd like to move. I think it was on the east side. I'm just gonna kind of step over here and sort of mosey along. And I don't think we're alone yet.
Are we still in turn order?
No.
Okay. Can I cast another Cure Wounds on myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Is there anything else you all wish to do?
I think we should leave as soon as we can.
Yeah.
I don't think we're welcome here. I think we have no business here. I would love to vacate.
You don't have to convince me very hard. And we'll hop back on Baymont and start moving. Still trying to be as aware of our surroundings as we can, but...
Okay. And if you all are trying to vacate, there are multiple gates in which you can leave this graveyard.
Our mounts would still be like in the southeast where we left them.
They've backed themselves up a little bit more in the corner, but yes.
Okay. I'm seeing what looks like a gate right here by Velphie and me. I'm just going to motion to this one like, it's close. We'll walk around the walls. I don't care. I don't want to be in here anymore. I don't mind the dead, but I don't like it here.
I am cool with that.
Yeah, we'll acknowledge it and go through that gate.
Okay.
And I'll motion to Beatrice as well.
And you all are able to go through that gate. Wherever you are, this place is not welcoming. Little blue orbs float around and skitter across this blackened landscape. But you all are able to leave this graveyard. And as you continue walking away from it, you see Red pop back up with his lantern. He looks past the gate, tilts his head, mouths open wide, and then he floats around his graveyard. and leaves you be. And as you continue walking in this desolate landscape, slowly the grass starts to get a little bit of color again. Not much, but the same color that you know exists in Shadowfen as it slowly looks like it comes to life just a little bit more. The sky grays again as the sun stubbornly makes its way through the cloud cover of today. The world again becomes a little bit more colorful, but in your world that isn't much. There is no shift. There is no... It's visible changes, but it's not as drastic as it used to be. This is a seamless transition now instead of what you're used to between planes. You are running out of time. Your planes are melding together. And as you arrive back in your realm, it looks like no time has passed at all.
Are we in like the same spot we left, or can we tell like we've still traveled a little bit?
It appears like you have traveled some, as you're a little closer to the Druid Grove than you would have been had you not. So you have traversed, and you can actually start to see the levees of the Druid Grove's river, where that bridge is out.
Can I ask? At least Velphie and Friedrich have been between Sydonea and the Grove multiple times. Had we ever seen that graveyard before? Or are we pretty certain that it is melded in from somewhere else?
I'm not even going to make you roll for that. You've never passed that graveyard on your way to the Druid Grove. It has melded from somewhere else.
Well, I'm incredibly exhausted after that, but I'm concerned the Grove won't be intact when we get there either. Or it will be different at least. All of this is unfamiliar.
I was going to suggest that we pick up the pace.
As much as we can, I agree.
Yeah. Do you need any healing?
If it's quiet the next hour, I think I'll be okay. Just catch my breath a little bit on Beatrice here as I pat her and remount.
That was really scary. I don't think I like that too much.
You and me both. That was terrible, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I look shiny.
Velphie is gonna come up to the professor anyway and cast Cure Wounds. $43.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was all high rolls, 68s.
You are too kind, and sure you're taking care of us well. Hopefully you're okay.
I'm good. If you're good, I'm good.
I've been better, but I'm within the realm of good.
Thank you for taking care of my friend.
Of course. I mainly did it for you, not for him.
I'm stuck by her side.
Always.
Is it midday or so like it was?
It is. And like I said, you all see the levees of that river. And as you approach where you know the Druid Grove is, that river is rampaging still. You all know that the beast in those waters must still be very angry. And the bridge is, of course, out.
Velphie talked to it before, right?
You did?
Or communicated with it? Okay.
You did.
Did. How did I do it? Was it just message? I think it was message. Okay. So we're not like at the bridge yet.
Y'all are pretty close. Y'all are getting close. Y'all are approaching it.
Well, any ideas for crossing bridge?
I still have a bit of strength left. I can help us fly across. Might be the easiest way, absent other ideas.
I don't have an idea to cross it, so I'll follow what you do.
If it helps, I think once I find it. Oh, is it not? Ah, I don't think I can upcast it. Never mind.
What are you trying to upcast?
Dimension door. I mean, it doesn't show it as... It doesn't show it past 4th level.
I don't think it does anything extra if you upcast it.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I guess my question... I just figured that if it wasn't listed after 4th level, I couldn't cast it again. Like, it was only a 4th level spell.
I always let you upcast things. It's just I think if it's not listed above 4th level, it doesn't do anything extra.
Okay. Well, then in that case, do I even have a spot? I do. Well, if it helps, I think I could get Straya and I across.
I can take care of all of us with one spell.
You can cover 6.
GM, if you'll allow flying on the mounts, and then we sort of...
You will have to make a dexterity. We're going to do athletics or acrobatics check to make sure you don't fall off.
Oh, and the consequence would be falling into a raging river with a monster in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I can only have... Actually, you know what? If we're going to go straight to bed, I actually can do it.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I can cast it on six different people or creatures if we're going to go straight to the old bedroll.
You wouldn't know, so it's up to you.
I know, I wouldn't know.
So the monster thing, if we go across it, will it try to stop us?
You don't know.
Okay. So we don't know what it'll do. It could do something, it could do nothing?
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, I forget above table if it was like... If it talked to us just because when we like got within proximity, or if we tried to cross it and then it got a... I forget what it was.
Velphie asked, "We need a way across. Can you help?" So y'all asked it.
But it didn't, did it?
It did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
So, can I pull that from my memory?
Yeah, I don't think that would be something you'd forget.
Okay. She'll say, well, I mean, I talked to it before. It got us across before. Maybe I could talk to it again. It save spell slots, too.
you are quite persuasive and amicable and amenable and all of those nice A words.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And then she'll walk over, I guess, to like the side of the bridge. Can she see the shadow of it inside the water?
Roll a perception.
Ooh, 10.
You cannot.
Okay. So we're gonna reach out anyway, and it works within 120 feet. We're gonna cast message. And we're gonna say, I don't know if you remember me or friends of Golmax. We're trying to get back home and we need to cross the bridge. Would you be willing to help us? Can we help you?
That water looks angry, but within 120 feet, you do not feel that spell connect.
Either it's not here, she says this to Quirin and the professor. Either it's not here or too deep for me to reach.
It may not bother with us then. As long as we're unintrusive, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if it pops up, I can try to talk it down again.
And if we fly, we can go high up.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's do it.
Gotta get by it on our own means.
Okay. Gather round. I'll motion everyone to gather round, and I'm going to step off of Beatrice. Well, no, I guess I'll stay on Beatrice. What's the point? And one by one, I'm going to go around and lay my hand on each other person and mount, all 5 of them, and then myself, as I cast Fly at level 8, which allows me to cast it on one person plus 5. So for every level above 3. So 6. I use my single 8th level spell slot on a Fly spell. But now we all have Fly instead of the mounts.
And as you all lift off the ground, Professor Friedrich, do you want to describe how 6 people or 3 people and 3 animals start to fly?
It's almost like someone just turns off the gravity and everyone just starts to float upward a little bit. And because everyone has Fly, they're not necessarily tethered beyond holding on to each other. So unless you're holding on to your horse tightly, you might lift up off the seat a little bit. But then after a moment, you start to feel some degree of control over it.
Your animals are flightless beings. Quirin and Velphie, roll me an animal handling check, as this is the very first time Baymont or Straya has ever flown.
I'm a flight being. What? Oh, man. Okay.
14.
21.
Okay, with those numbers, you are able to wrangle them well enough to at least get them flying in the direction you want them to go.
I think the whole way while we'll try to gain some height, but if we don't, I think we're just patting Baymont on the side like, you're doing great, just encouraging the whole way.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Given that Beatrice has done this once before, I'm going to try to motion, like, lead the way and get some elevation. We have 60 feet per turn, technically. So just go a little bit high up and then just sort of, so like, you just sort of surrender yourself to it.
You hear that, Straya? Surrender yourself. And she'll like...
Yeah. Control by surrender. That makes sense.
It's just one foot in front of the other. That's all it is.
Exactly, see? And I'm being above table, I'm being a terrible professor because I'm saying, just do it like this and giving no instruction or detail whatsoever.
I think Quirin and Baymont are probably sharing the same expression of, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But we're doing it, I think.
And with that, you all are able to cross the river. A ways down. What is everybody's passive perception?
15.
12.
17.
With a 15 and a 17, a ways off down the river, you do see this horse-like creature, the stallion made of pure water that is jumping in and out of the river. And it just looks so angry. As you all make your way into the Druid Grove, and this grove looks so dilapidated. Quirin, you've only ever seen it when it looks like this. But Professor Friedrich and Velphie, it has lost all life to it. The fields are dying because there's no one to take care of it. And the wind blows through these abandoned homes, whistles through that large tree where all the houses surround. And you make your way towards this teleportation circle by the large tree with Drasana carved into it. This used to be a protective place, a place if you need shelter. And this specific spot, you see dying shrubs, dying branches, dying brush, because it used to be a big bubble that used to protect this place. And when Goldmac died, it died with it. The rows of pews in front of this tree of Drasana are empty and broken, and it makes it feel even more isolated than it currently is. But you all are able to remember the word Beltov used the last time you were here. If you wish to use that teleportation circle to go back to Limbo.
Are we ready? We don't know what we'll find there.
We have to move.
I don't know that we have any other choice.
Before we go in, just in some degree of preparation, can I go ahead and use my, what's it called? Arcane Recovery?
Yeah.
I'm going to restore a 4th and a 2nd level. They add up to 6.
Okay. Should get a 4th and a 2nd level, 4/6 spell slot. Is there anything else you wish to do at this Druidic Grove, or are you ready to go?
Oh no, okay. Sorry, there wasn't enough time for a short rest, technically, was there?
Not yet.
I don't think there was. No, okay. Alright, never mind then.
I think just as a precaution, we're gonna cast Power Word Fortify, and that'll give everyone 40 temporary HP.
And with that, you all make your way to that teleportation circle. You say Astralis. And as you say that word, you all begin to feel weightless. And then it feels like your stomach is lifting up towards your chest. And then you feel like you are falling until you gently lay your feet on solid stone, surrounded by brush, branches, trees, and thorns, as you all are outside Limbo, or what it used to be.
Can I look around and see if there's any sign of disturbance? Like if somehow people from Sydonea managed to get here first, and I don't know, just to see.
You, with a passive perception of 15, you may roll to see if you roll higher than that for perception.
Okay. That is a 24.
Okay, with a 24, there is no disturbance. This was not found. This teleportation circle is safe.
Well, do we want to camp outside or try to go in?
I don't know what state it's in. I mean, it's hopefully abandoned, but it's no longer a secret.
I think I'd like to go inside, at least see what it looks like. I can be quiet about it if you don't, neither of you want to go, but...
I'd like to go.
Yeah, I'll go as well.
And actually, above table, how long does fly last? Do we still
10
typically
minutes.
have that?
Y'all are on the tail end of it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we'll start making our way in, and we'll try and be sneaky about it. We'll try and stealth it.
Roll a stealth.
While he's rolling, I'm going to cast See Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
It is impossible to math right now. 33. There it is.
Did you roll another natural one?
No, I rolled a natural 3. I got a 6.
What are we rolling for? Sorry. Am I involved?
If you want to be, I think they were rolling stealth. So 33 is 6 and...
Oh, she was just gonna walk in, but if everyone's being stealthy, I guess we'll try as well. 15.
And as you all try to stealth your way into Limbo, do you take your mounts?
I would take Beatrice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everyone else is taking theirs, yeah. Maybe attach Baymont to Fred's horse or something. Or mount. Donkey.
Goat.
Goat.
Donkey.
I was forgetting. I was like, is
Okay.
horse, donkey? That's not right. It's something. I knew it was wrong. I just couldn't.
As you all make your way stealthily, some not so much, Professor Friedrich is not quiet in the slightest. And neither is Beatrice, as you hear little cries from her. You all stealthily try to enter this mountain. It's dark. The only light available is coming from the door you entered, which is the same door that each of you used when you took a truth serum test. The only light you have is from that door.
Can I cast Starry Wisp and like have it shoot down as far as it can?
As it shoots down as far as it can, you're in a mountain. It lights it up for a little bit and then everything fades. But with what you can see from Starry Wisp, you don't see anybody in here. But that light does not last long.
So we're inside where that tree was, right?
Not yet. Y'all are kind of making your way in there. Y'all can't see.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have dark vision, which you can see in slight shades of gray.
Yes.
Does Professor Friedrich have dark vision?
I think I have a degree of it. I have 60 feet, yeah.
Okay. If you are taking your mounts, though, they will only go so far because they can't see at all.
I don't know. With this stealth roll, at least, if Quirin can kind of work his way forward a little bit, I'm just a little bit ahead of everyone. And he'll establish that mental connection that they've had in the past. Actually, I don't know. Am I able to bring the mounts in with that? If I can. I've never looked. I don't know if it'll matter too much, but...
I think it says creature.
No, it says creatures, and yeah. So, yeah, anyway. So he'll kind of just push forward and, I don't know, be as specific with directions as he can. I mean, I figure we know it well enough to where we're confident, but just in case if there's anything new or, I don't know, just kind of just warning of anything if there's anything different.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check or animal handling to see if you can still get those animals to go through. Because again, they can't see anything, and that's scary.
For me to roll?
Would my candle help?
A candle would help a little bit. A torch would be better.
We got... I don't think it matters. It's a +2 either, so 19.
With a 19, these mounts, they trust you. And they do not feel like you would lead them into something harmful. So they're slow, but they will go. I will say Beatrice will follow wherever Professor Friedrich goes, and she will either cry or whine about it the entire time. Professor Friedrich.
Is she still radiating light?
She is not.
Does she want to?
That's not how that one works.
Okay.
And as you continue forward at a slow pace, the life this place used to protect, the life that this place used to nourish, is gone. There are no children laughing and playing. There is no clanking of tankards from the little bar in the main area where people would drink and have camaraderie, and there is no music. There's nothing here. All of the mushrooms have dimmed and withered and wilted. The tree that was so well taken care of is so burnt and charred that life cannot be sustained within it. The beautiful little bugs that used to sparkle like little stars are gone. There is no twinkling, no sparkle. The peace that this place offered each of you at some point is no longer here. You may roll me an investigation if you wish.
$19.
19 as well.
23.
Okay, with those rolls, again, it's dark in here, but from what you can see with your dark vision, everybody left in a hurry. Final rites were given because there are no bodies. And then it seems like everyone booked it. Is there anything you wish to do here? Or do you wish to continue your journey to Esarora?
With everyone leaving in a hurry, I know we just rolled investigation, but specifically looking, do there seem to be any sort of useful supplies that people may have left in a hurry? I'd be specifically looking for any kind of like healing potions or spell components, spell scrolls, anything like that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same.
Okay. And Velphie too.
Well, so what I want to do is we're not on our mounts, right? We had to walk them through.
I assumed you were walking them through.
Okay. So I would like to bring Straya over to Beatrice and tell Beatrice to just keep Straya calm. And then while they're looking for something or looking for stuff, I want to go to where I used to live.
Okay. Real quick before we get into more of this, how much time do you spend here? Do you spend the rest of the evening scouring what's left? Or are you doing this very quickly?
My thought was to spend the evening here, but I don't know what everyone else thinks. I think we need to rest before we continue on, regardless, and I'm assuming it might be later in the day, I'm not sure.
I also assumed we would stay the night. But
I think Quirin thought that we were gonna try and speed through, but it wouldn't take a lot of convincing to stay here. I mean, of course, we know what we just went through, so.
what time of day was it when we got into Limbo?
We're going to say it's late afternoon.
I think Quirin would mention, like, as long as we're on our schedule, like a strict 8 hours or however long it is that we all know, that resting now might not be a bad option and just getting a early start in the morning.
That works. I feel like not that this place is completely safe, but it feels less susceptible than the outside world.
That's fair. I just know we have ground to make up in what seems like a decaying amount of time to get there. So.
Yeah. So, should we find a spot to stay at?
Let's do that, but I just would like to try and stay punctual as best we can.
So mechanics wise, I only need 4 hours. I don't know what everyone else needs, but we could leave we could just get that, investigate for an hour, get that. Whoever doesn't need as long can investigate in the gaps as well.
Same boat. I only need the 4 mechanics.
I need full.
I was gonna say, could then Friedrich and Quirin investigate longer, needing less rest. That we kind of make the most of the time. Everyone gets exactly what they need, and we get as much investigation time as possible within that.
Okay. So just so I am clear, y'all are going to pretty much immediately start going into a long rest. Velphie needs 8 hours, but the two of you need 4. So y'all are going to spend 4 hours investigating while Velphie sleeps. Okay.
Yeah, we can look for anything she has specifically on her mind as well.
Okay. Does Velphie tell everybody anything she might like? Anything that could be useful?
Is it okay if I just go? I just want to see my dad. I just want to find his stuff, and there's a picture I want. That's all I want to do.
I think there's plenty of time for that.
I wasn't going to tell you no.
Okay. And then she will turn and head towards wherever she lived.
Okay. We're going to follow you. You are able to make it back to your home. The hallway here, where you remember your dad being crumpled against the wall. His body is no longer there. It appears that his final rites were taken care of. There are still blood splatters on the walls where people fell, but no bodies. And as you make it to your home, what do you do?
She's going to try the door.
It is unlocked.
She'll go in and look around, see if, what's around her immediately, I guess.
Your home is pretty much untouched. What they were after was not in here.
So she's going to go to her dad's room and look through his stuff to find that drawing that Timval did of him and Lorelei. And I guess as she's looking, she's reminiscing, missing her dad and, deep in emotions, but she's trying to find that picture.
It is not hard to find.
So she sees it and she'll slowly pick it up and look at it and drag her fingers across both of their faces and just kind of like hold it to her chest. And she'll probably just like stand there for a moment. And after, she's just kind of gone through that, she'll look around and see if there's maybe anything else of her dad's that might be useful, or I don't know, could be useful.
Roll an investigation check.
$16.
With a 16, one of his bows is in the corner. Statistically, it is a longbow +2. You find a few arrows. You find some of his clothing.
Does he have... I was just going to ask if he has a cape.
What kind of cape?
I mean, I wasn't really looking for anything specific. She just wants to, like, wear it.
Okay. Yeah, you were able
Or
to
a cloak.
find
Yeah,
a cloak. You are able to find a cloak of his. It has been hung on one of the walls in his room. And you find something called the Robe of Eyes. The Robe of Eyes is specifically what kind of cloak that is.
Oh.
Above table game mechanics, the Robe of Eyes grants you dark vision out to a range of 120 feet and gives you the ability to see into the ethereal plane. Sight in all directions, advantage on perception checks that rely on sight, and the ability to see invisibility.
Oh, sick. Okay. Does it look like it is something special, or does it just look like a...
Your dad was really good at blending in. Being the ranger that he was, it looks like a cloak.
Okay. So she'll tuck the drawing like right under her shirt, and she'll put the cloak on. And she'll take the longbow and the arrows and put them inside her bag of holding. And she'll stand there for a minute, just look around, and after a moment, she'll head back out, just kind of clutching the cloak over herself as she walks back to Quirin and the professor.
Roll me an Arcana.
Ooh, natural 20 plus 4.
You know that the robe or the cloak is special. It has some kind of magical property to it. You know it is a magical property that requires attunement.
Okay.
And with that, as you make your way back to Quirin and Professor Friedrich, Quirin and Professor Friedrich, do y'all have a specific place you're looking that you're trying to investigate? Or are y'all trying to scour everything within 4 hours?
I think I specifically would be looking in Hera's place. I think was her name, Hera or Hara, her place, because I know that, she was a wizard as well. We had similar interests, vocations, so I would concentrate a lot of my time there.
Okay. And what about Quirin?
I think he'd, like, no one's specific, but I think he'd just be going around to the other homes and just trying to find if there's anything valuable, anything that he could maybe figure out who it belongs to. At this point, he's not looking to take things to, like, sell or anything. He's looking for stuff that maybe people might want, that he can try and return to some of them. So the homes, anywhere. He does want to stop by the field, or at least the open area where he kicked around that soccer ball type thing with all the kids, just to see if there's anything else there too. So,
Okay.
nothing specific.
Professor Friedrich, roll me a investigation check, please.
$21.
Okay, with a 21, roll me a D100, times it by 2.
D100 times 2, okay.
Mm-hmm.
$43 times 2, $86.
Okay. You said 86.
Yes, ma'am.
You find a vessel to contain a medium-sized creature worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Does it look like a cage or like a vase, a jar?
It is almost like a magical urn.
Okay.
And then roll me a d6.
D6, that is a 4.
Roll me a d20.
A 7.
You get a spell, Conjure Minor Elemental. It's a spell scroll.
Okay, cool.
And that is what you were able to find. You also find 100 gold pieces. But that is all you're able to find in those 4 hours that is really of any worth.
Okay. And after I find that, I'll make my way. We didn't really discuss this, but I make my way into that big center atrium again where the tree once was.
Okay. And Quirin, roll me an investigation check, please.
Oh, man. 8.
With an 8, I think memories of this place and what all you've done here and how if you had not come here, you would have been in that pit. I think that kind of hits a little bit. And as you are in that place where you were playing takeaway with those kids, the laughter, the joy, it's almost like you can hear that. And thankfully, the kids were okay. What happened to their parents, you don't know. What happened to the caretaker, you don't know. But you are able to find that pouch that you hid away for those kids. They never found it.
We'll take it back. And just kind of just holding it kind of loosely in the hand. I mean, yeah, we know at least the kids themselves are okay, but I think we are holding that pouch for a little bit, just kind of contemplating everything that was just English. That was just described. So.
And you are able to find a potion of speed. Closer to where Kara's was.
Sweet. And we'll just stow that away.
And with that, as you see what wreckage has been brought to Limbo, and while a good many of them are safe, a lot of them did not make it out of here. Is there anything else you wish to do in Limbo before you take a long rest and begin your trek to Esarora?
If it's cool before she goes to bed, she wants to unattune from the Dagger of Warning and attune to the cloak.
You are able to do so. Professor Friedrich.
Is this still the same day we started the session on?
No.
We had one overnight, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take the... I'd like to see Para ascending through the Sending Stone.
Okay.
And keep it simple and say, we're in old Limbo. Quick rest, continuing on to Esarora.
Be safe. I don't know what to do with losing Antir and Beltov. I wouldn't be here if not for them. Please hurry.
I'll put it away.
And with that, you all are able to get a long rest in what used to be your home, choosing not to go to your old rooms to spend the night and staying out in that common area. It is very dark. There is no light in here as you all are surrounded by rock. So when the fire goes out from the candle, it is completely pitch black. Is there anything you wish to do in the morning, or are you ready to head to Esarora?
I think Quirin is pretty quick to getting up and getting ready, so...
Yeah. Just packing up quickly.
Same.
Okay. You all are able to pack up after a night in old Limbo and see what it has turned into now. You all make your way to the stables. You have to cut through the mountain in order to make it to Esarora. The illusion that the stable door had that made it look like a mountain, the illusion is broken. Light floods in from that opening, and you can see the nameplates for the mounts that found rest here are still attached to the stable doors. But there are no happy brays to greet you or to bid you farewell as you leave. You all are able to traverse towards Esarora. It will take you 2.5 days. And as those days continue, as you travel, is there anything specifically you want to do over the next 2.5 days? Professor Friedrich.
I'm studying and completing my continuing education as I would like to finish the reverse gravity spell that I started before we get into combat. I don't know how much longer that would have. And then also at some point in there, copy that Conjuring Minor Elemental spell in as well, which I looked up as a 4th level. And it's not my school, so it would be 8 hours. But my finger quill cuts down on the gold, right?
By 25.
Yeah, 8 hours and 200 gold then.
Okay. What about Velphie?
I don't think there's anything specific she'd do. It's probably... No, she wouldn't do that either. So I think she would just be quietly going along, rolling with whatever happens.
And what about Quirin?
I don't think there's anything specific. I just think even in the morning and as we're leaving, I still think he feels the weight of what at least this area of Limbo used to be, and so not that he's like physically dragging or lagging behind. I think he just is walking a little heavier. Even though he only ever wanted this to be a temporary home for him, I think he still feels the weight of the other people who were here and still wishes things had happened differently. So,
as you all know, most of the people who resided here in Old Limbo were people who were of the Order of Narvosc. Those who had found out that maybe the Order wasn't there to protect them as well as they thought, and found a way to escape. You all are able to travel the next 2.5 days, and every night you see towards the southeast lights shooting upwards. They're this purple and green, and as they shoot up, they look like they encircle each other, like they are trying to overtake each other, like they're battling for something as they constantly shoot up towards the sky. And after a while of travel, your mounts traverse the cobblestone path into Esarora. And as you enter this, what used to be a wizarding school, now after the battle with that beast, parts of these beautiful buildings are torn and scratched and broken. But you see the people who remain from Limbo are working diligently trying to rebuild what they can of a crumbling school. You all see Hope is in the center of the courtyard, very doll-esque as she watches over everyone and looks like she's ready to help if she can. She is still falling apart as the damage you all saw that she took in that battle you all were in the last time you were here hasn't been mended. For someone who can heal very well, she cannot heal herself. But she is still here, ready to offer any help that she can. Her students have been ushered into one of the old dorm buildings. They stand without much care or anything next to one another, very absent-mindedly just watching Hope, almost like they're waiting for a dinner bell. And you see those long snouts and the skin that just sags in their old school uniforms. And the Limbo residents don't seem to go over there very often. That is her students section. They don't go over there. They're not interested. And they look a little nervous to be that close, as this is pretty much the only place where monsters and humanoids seem to be not working together, but at least cordial. And you all see Pear among not the students, but Limbo residents who are working. She is currently talking to Hara. And as you all make your way further in, she turns around, gives you a slow wave. You can still tell her wing is slightly broken. Looks like it may never properly mend. And as you all walk towards the center of Esarora, you hear a and then lights, green and purple, shoot towards the heavens. And until this point, you have not heard a loud booming sound whenever those lights go off. This is a first. With a 17 passive perception, on the horizon, you see something dark flying from the southeast at a very rapid pace, but you all hear and that's where we're going to call tonight's session.
Did that dragon live the entire time? Or is it the baby? Wait, did we... I don't remember. Was there...
I don't know, but that that roar just went along. I don't think that's a baby.
Thank you so much for watching Session 53 of the Order of Narvosc. If you're excited for Session 54, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you get notified when the next session comes out. Please make sure to check out our players' social media accounts as well. You can find those links in the description below. Be the light that drives out the darkness, adventurers. We'll see you soon.